Today, old school RuneScape sees the release of Yama, a new endgame demon duo boss that brings with it lots of very unique rewards. And you know the score, it's day one. I'm going to try and get my hands on all these rewards and see how they will change the fabric of old school. Let's get down to the Chasm of Fire where Yama resides. Doesn't look too different in here, but there is a chain which is new, and that takes us all the way down to the voice of Yama, the brand new boss. Let's have a look at the boss lair. Ooh, looking good. Yama just chilling on the throne. Let's have a look at what you are like. Absolutely huge. What a demon. But I should get out of here. I'm not going to do the boss because I have playtested and I'll get told off. So I'll be starting off today by focusing on the brand new rewards. The problem is, none of this stuff is in the game yet, so let me try something else. Demonic Tallow? Yes, someone has got to kill 5k. Demonic Tallow is dropped by Yama, and it's possibly the key to one of the biggest updates today. When combined with the humble Torstal Potion, you create a brand new potion, the Surge Potion. And the Surge Potion is all about special attack. Look at this. I'll spec. Oh, drank the potion and I'm full spec again. That is actually crazy. Although maybe not that crazy because there is a 5-minute cooldown. I'm still full of adrenaline right now. And I can't drink it again for 5 minutes. But let's see what happens if I go to the house. Take a drink from the pool and I can now drink another dose of Surge Potion. Let's spec again. I want to see the animation. Pop, a boost to the heart. That is beautiful. That's another thing. The Surge Potion isn't tradable, but the components are. And yeah, that means if you want to use this thing, 81 herb lore requirement. I'm assuming the barrel of tallow is what drops. It's 880k. Have I just been scammed? If I empty this, it's going to give me a bunch of demonic tallow. Let's see how much it gives me. Okay, so one barrel gave me 100 tallow. So if you do get a drop, that's a hell of a lot of Surge Potions. If you're wondering where the Surge Potion is good, it's essentially anywhere you use special attack, which is essentially every single bit of PVM in the game. Anytime you've used spec, just drink that potion and 25% is back. Now, does the timer reset in between Theatre of Blood rooms? No, it doesn't. I'm still full of adrenaline from the last room, I see. And it's definitely not just PVM. Surge Potions are huge for PvP, where special attack probably matters even more. If you can be fast enough, drinking the Surge Potion essentially gives you 125% special attack to work with. I'm not a PvP expert, but this could allow you to get an extra Dragon Throne Axe in and combo some brand new weapons together. Debo double Throne Axe with the potion. Let's see if I've got the minerals. There we go. You have to be a bit quick with the clicking, but if you saw that, I spec'd twice with the Dragon Throne Axe, and that didn't used to be possible. The PvP possibilities are kind of endless, from extra Throne Axe specs to brand new combos that have been impossible until today. And it's not just edge style fighting. In NHing, this is a massive buff. You can pop this potion and gain extra spec to put more pressure on your opponent. New boss today, new items, new monsters, so much to learn, but why don't you learn a new skill in real life? Introducing today's partner, boot.dev. Learn backend web development from start to finish in Python, Go, or a load more programming languages. The best way to learn to code is to write lots of code, which is where boot.dev excels. I'm starting out here with a lesson about functions on the left. It takes you through everything you'll need to know to do the tasks on the right. Option 2, I'm on the streak. I'm gaining XP. Boot.dev gamifies the process of learning programming. And the best way to learn to code is to make sure you're never bored, so you can complete quests, get XP, and a bunch of good stuff through boot.dev. Okay, here we go. Writing code is the best way to learn to code, so let's hope I've understood this. It's as simple as learning the lesson, writing your code in the console, and then we'll submit. And it's great. I haven't embarrassed myself. I succeeded. So go to boot.dev and try out their courses for free. Use my code SOLOMISSION to get 25% off your first year if you choose the annual plan. A very cool item, but this item is even cooler. The Soulflame Horn has bought for only 55 mil. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Let's go. This bad boy is possibly the most unique item to come out of today. It's a wieldable horn, which looks very, very cool. The stats on this thing, not too much to write home about. It's not about the stats. Once again, it's all about the special attack. Entice, which is a massive buff to your next melee hit. This doesn't do it justice. This thing is really cool. I mean, first, I've just got to spec with it. Oh, the horn, man. Wait, the spec didn't go down. Oh, no one's nearby to listen to the horn, so I can just keep blowing it over and over. New fashion scape unlocked. Can I use the horn with this person here? Yes, I can, and I just buffed their next melee hit, and they don't even know what's happened to them. So because you can't use the horn on yourself, it's literally only useful when you have a team. Okay, so this is what it looks like when someone else blows the horn next to me. They blow the horn, and my next melee attack is empowered to be 100% accurate. So even at one attack with nothing on but a bronze sword, if I blow the horn, my next hit will be 100% accurate, which is kind of crazy. Blow the horn again, and we're going to hit again. Blow the horn again, and we're going to hit again, which is very, very interesting behavior. Now, the most obvious use for the horn is to guarantee special attacks within a team setting. I can horn, both my accounts are imbued with guaranteed accuracy. I can then horn again, and then my other account will be able to BGS again with 100% accuracy. It really removes the RNG. The horn is definitely most useful in duos because you're using 25% spec to imbue 2 people with guaranteed hits. That's 12.5 spec per person. When you start introducing more people, it costs more special attack. It costs 25% more per person. So if I use the horn here, all my special attack is going to go and I'm going to get less bang for my buck. Although it definitely is easier to use with more people. As I mentioned before, I think, yeah, defense reduction is going to be the primary use of the Soulflame horn. It's just so much better for defense reducing special attacks. However, there might be a different use. I'm curious to see how the scythe works here. I'm 1 stats again, but I'm hitting 0s every hit. I'm wondering if the horn makes it so I hit on all 3 hits. Let's have a look. Horn, only 1 of the hits. Horn, only 1 of the hits. Oh no, okay. So it's only going to be 1 of the hits every time I hit a horn. So if you're in a duo with a single hitting weapon, you can guarantee a melee hit for 12.5% spec. And I actually think that does sound pretty damn strong. As you can see here, that's how that looks. Maybe if I put it this way, with the new surge potions, 2 players with horns can achieve 20 guaranteed hits with the Soul Reaper axe in a row on any boss in the game. To me, that sounds like better DPS than the current meta for something like the final phase of next, but I'll leave it to better PVMers to figure out all this tech. PKers don't need to worry about the horn. It doesn't work in single combat PvP areas. The horn could be useful in multi-combat PvP, but I do think it would require a hell of a lot of coordination to pull off. Oh my god, I sold it for profit. What is this update? I'm so happy. What comes next? A diabolic worm. Let's try these. The sole purpose of these worms are to make you catch anglerfish faster. And yeah, not much more to say. They definitely work very well. Not great XP an hour still, but good for Iron Man. Ether catalysts. They're very cheap. These catalysts can be used to make a new kind of rune. How do we do this? There we go. Ether runes. These are a combination between cosmic and soul runes, and they're very useful when using the Arceus spellbook. They save an inventory slot when using Death Charge and Thralls. Oh, and that's a very high 90 rune crafting to make those. And finally, there's some in the game now, the Oath Plate armor. But I am not going to buy it. I think I'm going to try and make it for myself. You could actually make it at 83 smithing. I'm not going to go to Yama just yet. Down here in the Chasm of Fire, there's actually a new area off here to the east. A brand new mining and smithing activity. And if you tell Jim the Imp that it's rather hot in here, he's going to give me something else that is going to be useful. Jim's wet cloth. Why is it wet? I need to mine these infernal shale rocks to get myself lumps of infernal shale that I then can chisel down into shards. This cloth is actually very interesting because you can wipe your brow, which starts a tick manipulation cycle. Let me explain. Wipe my brow and we'll start the cycle. Wipe my brow and we go. Wipe my brow and we go. This is pretty revolutionary for a skilling method. It's a one-click start of a cycle. You don't have to herb tar. You don't have to knife log to start it. Less clicks makes it more manageable and you can chisel the shale in between your mines. After a brief test, you can mine about 2,000 shale per hour, which is enough to make 1 piece of oath plate. So it's 3 hours for full oath plate. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to buy mine from the Grand Exchange because it's not really that expensive. What I do need to buy are these oath plate shards. Now, 350 of them make a piece of oath plate, and that's 200 mil in cost. Wow! What? These are raining in. Okay, go, go, go. I've got my supplies. This has cost me 200 mil, pretty much on the nose. I can combine all my shard components with the furnace and the pool going back and forth. And then this anvil is actually so fun. Dink, dink, dink. You have to press every single tick. And then when it gets to the bottom, you have to wait, and then every single tick again. And this means you'll do it super quick and you get rewarded for it. This should be it. And I've made a sheet. I need more sheets to get the armor though. There we go. 7 infernal plates done in just over 10 minutes. That really wasn't long to smith these up. And this is the requirement to make oath plate. I can now choose what I want to make. This is so exciting. Why don't we just make the chest? Let's just see what this is. I'm getting to work creating the oath plate. This is, oh, it's baiting me. Come on, give me the plate money. Yes, there it is. Beautiful. Oh, that was so cool. I actually love that smithing process. So I essentially made this for 200 mil and it's currently on the market for about 220 mil, but I don't think I want to sell. I think I'm going to buy the other bits first. The other pieces have bought. Okay, but what does it look like? That is the question. Oh, I actually kind of like it. I don't know. Everyone hates on it. Why is everyone hating on this? I think it looks cool, you know? Actually looks good. I think it looks really nice. Let me show you a bit of a comparison. Full Torva has a melee strength bonus of 18, but has no attack bonuses, no slash or anything like that. When I put the full oath plate on, the melee strength bonus drops to 12, so you lose 6 strength bonus, but you gain 38 slash bonus, which is kind of crazy. To put things into perspective, an Avernic Defender is 29 slash bonus, so this full set is like wearing more than an Avernic Defender on your person. It's kind of really good for slash. The other thing to note is this armor is plus 300 slash defense bonus, which is about 50 more than Torva. So it's actually pretty tanky to slash as well, which makes it very good. The Oath Plate armor is very good for the slash attack style. And don't forget, it's not like Torva. This is going to come down in price over the next weeks and months. Torva's been out for years. This is day one and it's already cheaper. So it's going to be a great stepping stone option for Iron Men and for players looking to get a bit more for their money. Now, when speaking about where this fits into the meta, it kind of depends on the boss you're attacking, and it also depends on what weapon you're using. For example, let's say you're using a scythe and full oath plates with an Ultor ring. You can hit a 49. Sounds pretty good, right? But if you just upgrade to the Torva full helmet, you can hit a 50. Which is essentially like gaining 2 max hits from how the scythe works. Against low defense monsters, Torva is obviously still king because it has that massive strength bonus, but as soon as the monsters start to gain some sort of defense, it's a good idea to chuck on the oath plate top and bottom because you're not losing out much on the max hit and you also are gaining a ton of slash bonus, 200 compared to 172. So the mix and match setup is probably going to be your best bet in places like the Theatre of Blood, Vardorvis, Colosseum, Duke, and all those sort of bosses. In the mix and match setup, I'm hitting a 50 with my scythe. If I throw on a Torva plate, that's not going to do anything for me. I'm still going to hit a 50 with my scythe. So I may as well wear this oath plate top and get the extra ton of slash bonus it offers. That's the thought process behind mix and match setups for absolute max. So where will we see the oath plate set used? Well, anywhere where slash is good. Instantly thinking of the Theatre of Blood. Basically everything in this raid is weak to slash. Again, Colosseum, the Javelin Colossus, the Manticore, all super weak to slash, and as you can see, we're going in. Again, Vardorvis, slash weakness. Just pretend I've got a Soul Reaper axe right now. Duke, elsewhere, the Chambers of Xeric, if you don't lose a max hit and you're slashing, then it's definitely worth upgrading to Oath Plate. The final drop from Yama I haven't talked about are his contracts, and there are a lot of them, 11 in fact. How about the contract of Familiar Acquisition? 10 mil? I'll take it for 3 mil. Okay, let's read what this says on here. The details are yet to be determined because the contracts will be usable on the 23rd of May, but you can see what these contracts will give you. In this case, an eternally contracted demon companion. Yes, that sounds like the pet. Buying this contract means you can get the pet. That's actually crazy, but you can't do it for over a week, so hey. The contracts will unlock harder versions of the fights for more rewards. So there's recolors, there's increased chances of getting the pet, of oath plate, all these sort of things. Super interesting concept. We just can't do it yet. I've decided I'm going to wait until the contracts till I do more of Yama. And in the meantime, I've got plenty to be keeping busy with. In fact, I've been a very busy boy. But you're going to have to wait until Sunday to find out what that's all about. See you soon.